Okay, 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 okay. Woo, woo, hey, y'all. Hey, 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 hey. Listen, this is me coming straight off the road to be with you.
Yes.
No face. But I'm here. I'm here because this is the wrap up for season two. This is deuces for season deuce. Okay. Oh my goodness. I sound like something has run over my throat. But at least, I was going to say, at least I'm not coughing. But, we're going to hold it in. We're going to hold
Yeah.
it in. This is the Doing the Doctorate podcast. Y'all know who we are by now. I'm Dr. Kesslin, founder of the PhD Consultants and host of the Doing the Doctorate podcast. But y'all know I don't do this alone. With me, almost in studio. Maybe that's gonna be season three. With me, almost in studio, is the great Dr. O. STEM Early LLC founder, awesome mother, early childhood expert and scholar. Hey oh, hey
Hey,
oh,
oh,
hey
hey.
oh.
Hey,
Whew,
y'all.
we are here. I was like, listen, y'all, I'm coming. I know it's 10 minutes to 8, but I'm coming. And of course, the sound and all of that, hey. But we are here to wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Season 2, 10 episodes are in the book. In the book. If you are joining us, even a bit late, if you are joining us, please make sure that you tell us who you are, where you're from. Of course, we want to know what your doctoral degree is in and all of that good stuff because we like people to see where our listeners are from, and we want to use this to encourage others to to let others know what you can get a doctoral degree in. So if you're joining us, make sure you put it in the chat where you're from, all of that good stuff. And of course, we need you to like, share, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. Where else are we? I think that's X, Twitter, Twits, X, all of that good stuff. So, oh man, wait, we have had a busy week or two, man. Hey, Alabama, hey.
Hey.
There's the coffin. Oh, how was Vegas?
So, Vegas was amazing. Wait.
We haven't talked and we haven't talked. So, how was Vegas?
So, Vegas was amazing. It was really great. I stayed in the Alara, which is this Hilton Suites. I stayed on the 50th floor in the corner suite. It was like I was living my life like it's golden. It was great. Say that one more time.
You were doing what doctors do. Yes, ma'am. Come through, doctor. Come through. Keep telling me.
So, I got the opportunity to visit several of the schools, early Head Start education schools from the Accelero network. And these early childhood centers, which they're now transitioning to call schools, because there's all that research in how teachers operate differently when they work at a school versus a center. That's a whole nother show for a whole nother podcast and a whole nother frame of research that can be done. But the amount of time, effort, and energy that the city of Las Vegas has partnered with Accelero to put into these centers. I thought I was driving up to an elementary school. I've never seen a birth through fourth grade center look like it looks. So it was amazing. But what was the cool thing was, and I'm still not used to the fact that like you're the expert. So like when I met with him and then when I met with Dr. Byington and her book, they were talking to me like I was Dr. O. And it was baffling to me. But then I had to like step back and say, no, I've done the work and I know what I'm talking about. Like, and you say it every week. early childhood expert. You say it every week, and it's really important that you say that because I'm hearing it in my ears, and so that I can really show up that way. So it was great. There's a lot of partnerships brewing. Dr. Byington asked me, she's like, "Do you want to collaborate on a book?" I'm gonna let you go, Kesson, because I can't even talk after that. I can't even talk. I can't even talk. Uh-oh, I think you muted. There you go. You're good.
And the answer is, of course. Listen, you know what? It does take a minute to recognize what this doctor thing is all about. So I have friends, and sometimes it literally takes years after graduation to really respond to your name. So when someone says Dr. O, you're like, or Dr. Harris, you're like, oh, that's me. Like it takes a minute for you to recognize that you are the expert. But oh, you are the expert. Yeah, you are the expert.
I'm still just pray.
So on that note, I'm gonna tell you, and I didn't tell you that I was gonna share a thought. So, but
Oh,
this one, I haven't even shared it. I usually do a thought on Facebook on most Saturdays, but I didn't post this one. But I want to share it. Hold on, I gotta find it. I gotta find it. Here it is. It says, "This is for you, Doctor O." I'll start to call your full government name, but Doctor O. God's desired plan for my life, your life, is undeniable, unexplainable, and unimaginably beyond what you can ask or think. My desired plan for my life is to walk by faith with God. I'm going to read it again for the other doctors in the house. And I didn't even post this yet, but this is what I put for my reflection yesterday. God's desired plan for my life and your life is undeniable, unexplainable, and unimaginably beyond all that you can ask or think. My desired plan for my life is to walk by faith with God. Because without faith, absolutely, without faith, there's nothing. So I'm just walking by faith because I know God's got me. God has already promised that the plan is undeniable. There is a plan. It's unexplainable to you because your eyes are finite, but God is infinite. And it's unimaginably beyond all that you can ask or think. Dr. Orinthia Harris.
oh,
Oh. Mm. Mm-hmm. Amen. Jeremiah 29:11. Mm-hmm. Says our sister Doc coming on through her DSW program. Dr. O. Now, Dr. O, I'm gonna be quiet and I'm gonna let you come on and put an O-ism on that.
give me a minute. She said I'm gonna be quiet and let you.
Let
Oh.
throat, not throat.
You said
Throat. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey y'all, I'm gonna were joining us. Hey family, thank you for joining us. Thank you just defended your perspectives, Blazing. Congratulations! Woo-hoo! Yes, yes, congratulations. Hey, and watching from Vegas. Whoa, nice. Somebody is watching. Yes, almost. Dr. Evans is an emerging DSW. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank y'all for joining us. Thank you. Oh, I gave you about a minute. I gave you a minute. We greeted the other doctors. God's desired plan for all of our lives is undeniable, unexplainable, and unimaginably beyond all that we can ask or think. And my desire for my life, and I know, oh, your desire for your life, is to walk by faith with God who has the master plan. It's a faith walk. Woohoo! And it's a faith walk. Oh my God. It's a faith walk. Uh huh. Mm hmm. Mm hmm.
Okay.
That was for you.
I think I'm ready.
Okay.
Here we go. So I think the biggest thing is that, I am taking away from this is that when God is doing a new work in you, the first thing that rises up against that new thing that goes beyond, 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 the first thing that rises up against you is your memory. And your memory reminds you of who you used to be, the limitations you used to have, what you used to struggle with. And so, to your point, yes, God is doing something that's beyond, beyond. But I think it's the second part of that quote that resonates with me the most, because my job is to walk by faith and walk in it and not let the memories of who I used to be, what I used to couldn't, what I used to was not able to do, rise up and tell me. Because the whole time I'm in Vegas having these meetings with people with doctorates, hello, I have mine too. Um, my memory was saying, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? And I think the second part of your quote is so good, because it's like, I am doing this walk by faith, and God is reminding me as I walk in the spaces and places that He called me to walk in with the degree that He's blessed me with, is that you've done the work. Now do the work. Don't do the work and not do the work. Do the work and do the work. And yes, it may take some time for you to walk in and acknowledge that space. And that's okay. Like, even down to this podcast. And I remember what you said, like, do it afraid. Like, we were scared, like, but we did it anyway, because God has something beyond, beyond. But our job is not to try to figure it out and plan it out and figure out what God is doing, but to say, you know what, by faith, this is what I'm doing. Your thoughts?
Yeah, yeah. And that whole by faith piece, it is by faith. And a lot of people say faith and fear don't coexist. I don't know if I agree with that, because I'm human and I have fears. I mean, I'm human and I have fears, but I can't let the fear keep me from walking by faith.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I can't let the fear keep me from walking by faith. And the faith part says, God, this dissertation may be difficult, but I can do it. Writing this article, I talked to somebody just the other day who has opted to write an article, get an article published versus a dissertation. And they're afraid. I said, you may be afraid, but you can do this, right? The walking by faith is, I'm human, I have fear. But fear is to lead me to the foot of God, to the foot of Jesus, and not keep me stuck. So it's okay to be afraid, but you still got to walk by faith, even in your fear. Come on. Come on. Now listen. You are so right. I'm sorry. This whole podcast was about faith. Every Sunday night is about faith. So I am just so thankful that people have been blessed. People ask me all the time, I don't know about you, but they ask me all the time, like, hey, I see the podcast. Keep it going. Somebody has said, I watch you on LinkedIn, like, keep it going. I follow you. And I'm less like, wow. Somebody sent me a message about a week ago, and they said, your podcast really encourages me. And I'm like, wow, because sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, it seems like, look, is anybody listening? Hello? Hello? Yes, hello? Is anybody listening? But people are blessed by it. So I'm just thankful that the By Faith led us through season 2. And, we are at wrap up. Listen, we're not gone. We'll be back in January. Right? We said January, right? Okay. We'll be we'll be we'll be back in January after the holidays. We're gonna have some new. We're working on some special projects. Dr. O is working on a special project. And she already told you about one book and the other book now she's working on. Come on, book two. Come on, two books. And I have some things that I'm working on. I can't wait to share it with you. Let me give my disclosure about Friday. You all hear that I am still sounding rattly and raspy and coughing. We were supposed to have our doctoral success summit on Friday. I was sick, y'all. I was sick. I was like I'm pushing through, but I can't. I was sick. So no worries. We are still going to have it. I'm
Yes.
looking at a date that's going to work for everybody. I'm thinking about the first week in December. I'm thinking about maybe December 1st, but you'll hear more about it. Thank you to those of you who registered, and thank you for your patience and for your understanding. I had to send out emails to say, I'm sorry, I'm sick, but thank you so much. I will feel better. Thank you. And thank you so much for just your patience, man. This has been a season. But this is also a season. It's a season. So I'm
Hey.
thankful that it's just a season, and we still have work to do. So I'm excited. Oh, as I thought about our wrap up today, I thought, what was the best part of season two? And I think season two was better than season one. Like, I don't know. Oh man, the best part. What was the best part? I think the best part was meeting new people
Mm.
as a result of on the podcast, but also as a result of the podcast. Like, people who really enjoyed all the tips that we shared about. Um, oh, hey, future Dr. Davis. I did say it. She's gonna say nope, nope. Hey, future Dr. Davis. But yeah, like, folk who are on the pod, I'm just like, wow, I'm just so. The best part was meeting new people, sharing information I love, right? We talked about a doctoral community this season, but just meeting new people. I'm just thankful. Yes, Tiffany, I know you're laughing, but
She already know.
listen, between the two of us,
She already know.
just go ahead and just change your name to future Dr. Tiffany Davis. Hey, Dr. Langford Ford, how are you? How are you? So, what was your best part of the season? I may have another part because. But what was your best part?
I think. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
I think my favorite part of the season was the music. First of all, because the intro was fire. So every Sunday night, I was like, I was getting my HBCU on every Sunday night. So y'all see I'm hyped. So that was one of my favorite parts. And I think the second favorite part was the fact that we were talking about community and the community was forming and expanding around this podcast. So as we were talking about community, we were manifesting community because when you talk, you speak words, you speak life. I gotta share a quick story. So I was playing oar with my kids tonight, and those of you that know my kids, y'all know Ezra, and he always says that he was wise from the belly, right? So we were playing oar, like this or that, with food, like chicken or pizza, this or that. So Ezra's turn, and he said, "Chicken or your life," and I was like, Ezra, you can't eat your life. He was like, well, actually, you can because when you speak words, and words are life. So when you're speaking, you're actually eating your life. And that thing messed me up and it made me think about this podcast. We've been speaking about community and we have been creating community at the same time. So those two things are definitely my favorite.
Yeah. Music. Man, yeah. We might have to recycle season two podcast music for season three because it was fire.
I'm here for it.
Listen, it was fire, man. Thank you, all of those who came. I also enjoyed. We just tried to do a few different things this season. I enjoyed having my robe, although I'm in a new space right now with the printer and all. But I just enjoyed. You know what else I enjoyed?
Mhm.
I enjoyed that as a result of the podcast, people invited me to come share in their classes at their universities. Like that's always cool. Like people who appreciate what you do. True story. Man, I
Mhm.
said we weren't gonna be long tonight, and we are already long. But
There
true
we go.
story. I met a gentleman um, 2 weeks ago. To make a long story short, he had won an award, and my job was to go to deliver the award to his home. Well, he didn't know how to find me because it was through NACSW, North American Association of Christians in Social Work, which is my job. I'm the interim executive director of that organization. He didn't know how to find me. I was traveling. And so he Googled me, and somehow he found the podcast. And he said, when I met him that day, he said, "You are amazing. I so appreciate what you do for to support doctoral scholars. Like, I didn't know how to find you, but I just Googled you and it came up. And wow,
Wow.
you and Dr. What's her name? What's her name? You and Dr. O are like, I love what you all do." And that was so affirming to me. Someone who has his doctorate, someone who has been in the field literally for 60 years at least.
Wow.
60 years. He was
Wow.
so impressed by the work that we do. So I'm just thankful that through this building and forming of the podcast and the PhD doctoral community, we are reaching even people who have their
Yeah.
doctorate, and I'm just thankful, man. It's been a cool season too.
Yes.
Deuces to the
To
deuce.
deuces.
Deuces to the deuce. Well, we just wanted to hop on and tell you all to keep following, like, share, follow, subscribe, because we have some new stuff coming up, man, and you don't want to miss it. You may even see something. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, IG, LinkedIn. Where else are you? Oh, Twitter, X, Twitter. We may even be dropping something on Black Friday. Keep a lookout. Like
Mhm.
I know that I have a writing retreat coming up. I have a writing retreat that's face to face. I have a writing retreat that's virtual. Just keep watching. Just keep watching. So, and O always has good stuff. Like,
All the
man,
things.
she has all good stuff. So, follow us. Follow us. Stem Early, Dr. Kesslin, all of that good stuff. Oh, anything coming up for you? Anything you want to let the people know before we log out?
So yes. Oh, I forgot. Yes. So this week I get to speak at my high school's Brave Day for their women in athletics because I'm one of the Hall of Famers. I was inducted to the Hall of Fame. My high school.
Rewind. Say it again. Mm-hmm.
I, I was a Hall of Famer. I was inducted to the Hall of Fame in my high school for track and field, which I still have some records there because I was fast. But anyway, I'm gonna be speaking there this upcoming week, and then I'll be going to the Division of Early Childhood Conference, which is in Minneapolis, Minnesota, at the end of the month. And so, like I said, this month, heavy travel for the next 2 weeks. So I'm excited to go there, and I'm excited to just keep doing the work and keep travel. I love to travel, so it's really nice. So I'm going there, and I'll be speaking about equity in STEM and how we can, expand STEM programs for all people, really, but specifically women of color. So wait, I think you muted. You got to unmute. There it
I
is.
forgot. And I'll be on stage. You know this part of my life, but the people don't know. I will be singing. I will be singing Me,
Me, me,
at
me,
the
me, me,
Howard
me,
University School of Social
me.
Work's winter graduation. Isn't that cool?
That's so cool.
Yeah, I don't do that often. I don't tell people about it,
But
but
you're
it's an
good at
honor.
it.
Yeah, I thank you. It's an honor. It's an honor. So that's where I'll be on December 1st. I think that event is. And then I'm really slowing down in December because yeah, Mama's tired. So I'll be re envisioning what the future will look like after I take a nap or two or 10. Yeah, yeah. So, well, we want to thank you all. It has been an honor and a privilege to be here with you for these last 10 weeks for season 2. We are looking forward to season 3. That will kick off in January. So make sure you like, follow, share, subscribe, all of those good things. And of course, I have to end with remember,
Mhm.
the doctoral degree. It is not merely a degree of intelligence, it is a degree of persistence. And we are here truly to help you persist. Why? Because your research matters. It matters. All right, everybody. That's deuces to season 2. Love you, mom and dad. All y'all good people. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you in January for season 3. Bye bye. Good night.